and it is going to be a crazy game to witness. We're about to go straight into overpass already in the pistol round. We're rushing through things, and Cacanito not quite rushing through the shots. 1-for-1 trades not bad, and Simple's holding the line along. Very calculated as he finds a triple to kick things off and tell Spirit Academy to sit down. Looking to find the fourth as well, but this has been a complete shutdown of Spirit Academy.
Yeah, really good work being done. Simple finding 3 there is exceptional, and he was the star of the show in their last match as well. Obviously, their opening playoffs game was against...
I haven't really seen this position be overused yet. Like, I know that I haven't watched too many games of Overpass to begin with, but like until players start to develop the muscle memory again to check for these small things, you're going to see like a 3 to 4 month period where things like boosts and double boosts, whatever the hell.
Into playground, Mosaic instantly extinguishes it, so it only takes 3 points of damage. Oh, Sypho, alright.
It does come down to Cacanito being an issue here. Simple, oh, laboring his spray, tries to hold Mouse 1 the whole way through. But he's quickly going to be punished. Cacanito still wanting to make this a decisive effort. That's a double. And now Nexus making himself known as well. Mokujin slips the net, comes around, and as he's circling the waters, Nexa quickly going to get on the defuse. I don't think Mokujin's going to be ready for the full stick, and BC.Game continue their lead. One's going to be that second prong and short. Simple trying to watch the angle, but knows that he's completely locked out until further notice. Prime Tap still in the waters. Wants to make sure that there's a fine line right through the middle of the bomb site, and they want to try to take that space back. Simple readied up on the boost. As they get ready, Simple already finds one, at least opens up an avenue into the bomb site, but I wouldn't hate it if they didn't commit to this cause. They've got a little bit more money in the tank though. The rounds have been clean enough for that to not be a problem. Simple still waiting for the short beat, but Mokujin is just too fast on the trigger. Spirit Academy, as the T struggle to get onto the site to get this bomb down. Flashes are going to at least allow for some space. Nade makes it a little bit harder. There's actually a second nade that can come in through as well. Andu trying to beat them to the punch. Nexus eventually going to fight one and put him down, but not fast enough as Prime Taps. As Spirit Academy postured aggressively with the AWP, watching with a wide angle. And as they start scaling up, Simple knows that he doesn't really have too many resources to help him out. Cacanito goes for the wraparound, and now he's in pole position to try and defend this ace site from an arm's length. Needs to hit his shots, though. Oh!
Yeah. Of course he does. Why would you even question it? Let's go back in. Knows that there's going to be one walking up long. That gives him a second to entertain the fight elsewhere, but the timing's awkward. He's starting to press up from toilets as well. Needs a second. Robo won't deliver. Nandu and Nexa will rock up.
Hey guys, if you want to collect your dream set of skins, you can easily do it on HotPizza.gg, especially since they've added a new pizza set case, where you can have all the desired skins in one case. You can also customize the price of the case or even manually set the odds for every skin. So for example, I want to have lower chance of getting the Zeus and the gloves because I already have cool gloves, but I really want this M4. So I increased my chances of getting M4A1S Blue Phosphor. Nevertheless, I got M9 Binary Crimson Web. Also, despite all the issues, you can still deposit with skins as well as with all the other known methods. So don't forget to use my code VLADOPARD for 50 cents bonus and visit HotPizza.gg with the link in the description.
B-sides on the agenda, though.
That's abs. Oh, God. Makujin almost ends up with 2. I think that would have really made this round happen without it. Andu's secondary sniper can't connect either. Simple trying to play whack-a-mole with the head poking over. Will eventually get there as he works his way a little further forward. Gets to see a little bit more than just the top of the scalp. Leaves it down to Soltfic. 1v3 for the clutch.
Big miss.
Hang on a minute. This is what I was talking about. These little moments from the coach that deliver on all fronts. Taps the bomb. Knows that Nexa's crossed to the corner. I'm surprised that he doesn't just commit to the gunfight there, but it's well played from Nexa. I think you can bow out here. Not happily, but some level of consent. Prime taps, simple, shutting this down. Tech9's not allowed anything. We saw it so many times earlier on.
Andu 10 and 5.
Right. Mosaic. That's one here in the long tunnels. Simple's got to try and bail out Kakanito, and he won't. Misses the shot, so... I love this.
Avoids them of information, sitting inside the smoke. Thankfully for him, is able to find the healthier player, and Prime Taps being good on the flank puts the final player on Spirit Academy, the coach, in a very awkward spot. I didn't even notice that Mokujin was alive, actually. Doesn't have a whole lot of HP.
Yeah, Simple's got a nade as well, but he doesn't need it.
Oh no, Kakanito doesn't even let them breathe for a second. The rounds just started. And for Spirit Academy, it might have already ended now. Boost to watch the crossover into short. Andu gets a freebie on Sypho. Kakanito still wants to get his hands wet. And it's over. It's a 10-2 start for BC.Game. Like, how do you even recover from that? It needs to be a flawless CT side, which frankly, I don't see Spirit Academy pulling up with how disjointed their T side has looked. What is that from Kakanito, dude? It is a 4K.
When it comes to Mirage from Spirit Academy, so this gets tough. Big entry from Prime Taps as well.
Easy does it so far for BC.Game. Nexus sees a player with their back turned as well. The coach put 6 feet under. Sypho and Robo would now have to get a monstrous round that, frankly, they haven't even been able to service with guns.
Shot. Wow.
Looks a little flashier with the new ragdolls, I suppose.
Zay,
There's not a lot of time.
Yeah, they do need to be careful with this. The pistols are stacked up on the site. Zay's still popping heads as well. He's had a really quiet map, but he's also capable. Just not really shown it. Sypho, Sotfik, delivering damage. Prime Taps on the clock. Gives us a show, but can't quite finish. BC.Game somehow lose against the eco round. Oh my god, Andu. Where does it come from?
That is a stupid amount of damage being done. A triple from Andu. He's responsible for the opener with a deagle. Then he walks into the A side, just waltzes in and finds 2 more heads. Where I think the microscope would generally be on Simple, right? Andu has done some very heavy lifting that certainly puts his name in the spotlight.
Really sort of proven himself since being benched on Game of Legion. As a force to be reckoned with. Ooh. Good kill, Sotfik. So he's going to follow up as well.
Spirit Academy might have a little bit more life in them still remaining, but I like the fact that BC.Game don't commit to the calls on A. They instead try and navigate through CT, give themselves a little bit more breathing room before they commit to some kind of bomb plant. And Kakanito's trying to find multiple 1v1s. You're going to expect in the corner of his screen, Mokujin is fumbling.
Yeah, not to get excited about yet, I guess, but, you know, there's a lot of weight behind this game in terms of just rankings and VRS points and whatnot. We're talking about Spirit Academy trying to just maintain their position. That's tough when you're playing against teams like BC.Game, who exceed their ranking in terms of their ability so much. BC.Game are set to get 35 points if they win this game. It's going to rocket them up 7 places. They'll go from 56th to 49th. And they might be able to get it done right here. I would want no other duo than Andu and Simple in a 2 versus 3 to try and recover this. The problem is they don't have the bomb. It has now been recovered. Andu seems to expect Sypho creeping up. Simple's found another, and yeah, they're doing it. They're doing it for us.
Both have found a kill apiece, and Robo needs to do some very difficult lifting here. Simple up against him, couple shots to the backpack, and it is. I'm definitely more of a Spirit Academy fanboy myself. Always love to see the underdogs progress. Unfortunately, you're right. We have been managing expectations, and Maze though, he's trying to defy them. 3v3. Possible to stop this onslaught.
You know, he had a pretty horrible start to the first map, and then he woke up massively towards the end, right? You remember that eco round that they won? He was able to smash 3 kills with the Deagle. Big start from Sypho. It is going to be Andu going down, but the HE following up. Robo gone, Sypho follows, Makujin. Maybe. They're holding for him. This is ridiculous. Yep. See you later. Really well played from BC.Game.
Nex has been able to scale up Connector very quickly. I don't think he's going to be expected at all. In the meantime, though, Mokujin is already starting to make quick work of a player in Palace. There's 2 that they need to contend with, but Southfic has taken care of that second prong. Robo, not expected. Takes a sweet time, trains himself on the angle, but will eventually be taken apart by Kakanito. Now down to just 1 member. And I can't believe, even with a couple of advantages there, Spirit Academy have come down to just 2. Here it is. Andu, no. Gets it done with a Glock. BC.Game getting ready to enter the B bomb site. A very stacked one of that. 4v4 about to ensue here as Prime Tap starts to step in. Already a double found. Mokujin and Sypho, though, they're quickly being very problematic. Next to tucked into the corner is going to be able to find 1, maybe both. You got to contend with the short player first if you're Mokujin. Stuck on the reload, trying to swing out, but can't fight against 2 barrels.
Kill Robo. Weirdly, yeah, you're right. This tier economy has been easy to break. Damage has been inflicted in many of these rounds, and it's made things expensive. Oh, what a shot from Simple, my god.
Spotted. Simple doesn't want to be distracted, and he makes the right call. Goes forward, finds Softic. Now the hedges have been thinned a bit. Entry into the A side becomes a whole lot easier. Simple shakes his mouse towards the tail end of that shot. Still able to find Robo on the second connection. And it's Maze left alone. Does Simple go forward to fight him? Guess not. The BC.Game, after that little speed bump, looking to just get back into winning ways. Simple trying to create some content for the highlight reel. Kakanito will be sweeping up the final kill.
Look at this shot again. So fast. Even after taking the early disadvantage. He's just toying with them.
Oh, really good connection there. I saw Fick is going to slow down their progression, but there's still a lot more to do. Maze is continuing to provide the output, but it's Simple in a 1v3. That's the man you want, but not the man that will... Look at this from Spirit Academy. They go exploring, but no. Kakanito and Prime Tabs, that's such a disaster if you're one of the Academy boys. Free A site. Not even much of an investment from BC.Game. Oh, dude, this is recoverable. This has suddenly swung back in their favor, but Simple is fighting tooth and nail to make sure that doesn't happen. Prime taps still contesting, and Sofik is way too far away to be relevant in this matter.
New bomb radius is. You can't sit car anymore.
Robo.
Oof.
1-for-1's not bad. But
Spins
BC.Game's
are coming in
positions
for a
are now fully exposed. It shouldn't be hard for Sofik to do something here. Does manage to get one, though. Kujin, it just keeps being the 1-for-1s, but finally the mold has been broken. It's simple in a 1v2. Quickly try and commit to the bomb. Doesn't expect Massey to already be postured up.
They have got the firepower advantage once again, and a good chance to swing this one their way. I feel like they really need to convert here. And Andu, once again, has found the entry with the Tech 9. Whiffs a little bit onto the short player, but the trade is there.
Simple, up close. And yeah, Sofik's already booked out of this one. As that AWP, much more important in the subsequent round, so... Oh, it doesn't even get the luxury of saving that. Okay. Nice shot by Robo, but the tripwire's already been set up by the Opper. That is Simple. You know, I'm not gonna lie, like, on the micro level, Simple is just looking so damn good. Like, all of his shots are looking incredibly crispy. The flick speed is unbelievable at the moment. Quite frankly, it's been looking like Simple scaling up short. BC.Game wanting to fight in connector. Simple's there to serve as a guard as they start to scale up. Prime taps that second player to come into contention as well. This is a very lost Spirit Academy that is just being pummeled into the ground. Sofik can't even recede into passivity this time. Has to go for it. Final round of the first half. And I think this might be the most one-sided series we've seen so far in the entirety of this bracket. I feel like BC.Game are actually playing a really good team game, but every time they aren't, every time there's a mistake about to happen, Simple just plugs in that hole, no problem.
Yeah, he seems to. He's filling that role beautifully. Kakanito opening up again as Simple follows. They have lost control of this A side, so it is going to have to be a retake. Oh, big shot. Simple again, the man to trade, and that little 1-2 sucker punch. The dynamic duo between Simple and Kakanito continues as they both find 2 apiece, just wrestling with each other for that top spot in the scoreboard.
Spirit Academy trying to force their way into the B-bomb site. There's 2 players waiting for them. And they've barely even made it out of the apartment. They're already losing bodies, losing blood. Prime taps on the defense with his MP9. And although Robo might be able to get a bit of a highlight out of this, closing it out will be a very difficult exercise.
Wow.
Oh, Kakanito.
Wow.
Can't get past him. You and I, we both silently waited and watched as the onslaught was quickly met with sheer force from Kakanito.
Ooh. You know, we were teeing up this TNL Fnatic finals, but I don't know anymore. I actually think we might see BC.Game there.
Oh?
Ooh. A little bit more Mosaic magic. Maybe we're still going here. Especially going into the tail end of this map and, you know, being 9-3 down, losing the pistol, just accepting. Oh, next set. Oh my god, what? Do that a few times, close it up. Maybe we see 12-8, 12-9. Then you can start having a conversation about maybe bringing it back. But for now, This may be where the line is drawn in the sand again. 12-4 is about to become 13, I believe, as Kakanito is still doing all the lifting. He's found himself another 2K. He wants to be above the 4KD for us. That's his benchmark. That's what he's looking for.
Can't believe after making it all the way through to the quarterfinals, this is the performance we end up seeing from Spirit Academy. Like, I know they've had their issues with fielding the full lineup, but still, that is the lineup that they ended up making it to the quarterfinals with, right? So, kind of disappointed to see what we just witnessed. A BC.Game, their ranking has obviously not been done justice. They are far and beyond the better team here. 2-0 for BC.Game, 8 rounds gained by Spirit Academy across 2 whole maps. An abysmal showing.